Quick reminder that immediately following the break, there is one more speaker showcase with I know there are two. The one immediately following the break is the speaker showcase, the people that are in the book, and then the one following that are the SEN, is that speakers. So there are two more showcases after this, so please, after the break, feel free to come back. Thank you.
See, I'm not used to using a mic because I'm a voice coach. So what is a voice coach? Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I worked with a CFO in a big bank in Sydney, and he had his annual results that he had to give. And he turned up to the rehearsal with me and he said, right, this is really important. It's a high stakes meeting. There's media there. We have a new CEO. We have had great profit this year, but our stakeholders, they don't trust what we're doing. I said, fine, up you go, show me what you've got. This is what he did. Actually, he held on to the lectern. It's been a wonderful year for the bank. This year our profit has exceeded 50% on last year. I said, stop, that's terrible. And I made him come down. I said, look, you might as well give me the piece of paper and I'll just go read it in my own time. And what resulted was this fascinating conversation about what is it for a human being to stand up and give voice to a message. Really, your voice is the conduit for your inspiration. So why would your members need a voice coach? Because strange things happen to you when you stand up on stage. Already at the GLC, I've had numerous people talk to me and say, look, my voice when I stand up in front of people, I get nerves, I get shaky, my voice goes too high. If I'm a woman, I get very, very hard with my voice and or I get monotone. You know, everyone has their problems when they stand up and speak. There's a few nods I can see going around. Our bodies are designed to keep us in the herd. You know, we're herd animals. So we'll get the butterflies in the tummy, the sweaty armpits, maybe you need to go to the toilet before you speak, a dry mouth. Our voices are also a mixture now of habits and repressive shapes that we've created over time because of our upbringing and our culture. That then when we get on stage, our voice gets gagged back and we don't have it available to be inspirational. So for your members, they're leaders, they already have a voice in the world, but the question is, how inspiring is that voice? Are they able to resonate? Do their audiences resonate with them? We seek people with whom we resonate. Great leadership thrives on resonance. So let's make sure that your leaders have a great resonating sound. How do you engage voice coach or myself? So I've worked a lot across YPO in the last 5 years, and what works very well is a good 2-hour event. My first event, just to give you an example of this, was with Mark Davis, who was with YPO Melbourne. Mark's quite famous in YPO because he had the best of the best year, and I think it was 2005, 2004. And I started his year. His theme was Express Yourself, and the idea was to give voice to this theme. So do you know what he did? He had 60 of his members on stage in a beautiful theatre in Melbourne, in the round. So he had them all on the stage and had me work with them through a series of skills, which typically is, I start looking at how do you claim your space, how do you have more presence, how do you breathe, because most of you don't breathe. Do you find that your breath gets stuck? Sometimes, yeah. So how do you breathe? How do you get your voice then carrying your thoughts and feelings out? And how do you use your words more powerfully? We take all of those skills and we got them speaking into their business pitch. So all of them were on stage speaking their business pitch to this huge theatre. Great inspirational speaking. If you book me, I urge you to be creative. I've worked with Rishi Kimji in the Omani chapter a couple of years ago, and he had an intimate space, his house. He had 20 of his members come along, and in the courtyard of his home, I had them in their beautiful dish dashes calling out, I have a dream to the Omani mountains. Pretty spectacular. Michel Fatal from the MENA chapter and I were for a period of time talking about, for his chapter, realizing his theme, which was speaking our Syrian ancestral stories. We were talking about taking his chapter to the ancient ruins of Palmyra and getting them speaking some of their ancient Syrian stories as the sun went down over the ruins. So please get creative. I'm happy to help you out with that. Wouldn't it be fantastic to have, if you're in Europe or London, to be getting your members speaking on stage at the Globe Theatre? Or how about Petra, speaking in the ruins of Petra, or a Broadway stage in the States? So get creative so we can get really inspirational speakers. Your takeaways from this, what you will get, actually on your table you've probably picked up, there'll be a piece of paper that gives you an outline of how Voice Coach would engage with you. And on that there are takeaways. But essentially your takeaways will be, your members will be more grounded, more assertive, more powerful, more inspirational. They'll have more confidence, more persuasion, and they'll know how to deal with nerves and how to engage their audience. Ultimately, great inspirational speakers. Please come and see me at the table outside with my business partner, Sasha Mannequin, who will actually be your touch point, your first initial contact for engaging with me. We have great DVDs, which I think some of you have, and actually we're offering free voice assessments where you can come along and you can talk about I'd love you to talk about your country's most inspiring speaker and why you think that is. We'll video you and then I'll send you some feedback on your voice and your presence in a couple of weeks' time. So enough about that. I want you now to have an experience, a taste of what I do. My work is experiential. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to hand it over to you. You all now are going to channel Martin Luther King. Do you believe it? So this is an so anyone who's on Blackberries, because I've seen some of you, put them down. Okay? And I need the clicker. I'm not used to using clickers. Where are they? And also on the other side of the outline you have Martin Luther King speech. We're going to split you into 3 groups. These 2 rows here, you're group 1. These 2 middle rows, you're group 2. And you last 3 rows, you're group 3. Okay? We're going to speak through I Have a Dream. Now you'll notice that group 1, you've got this word dream in your first section. Okay? Group 2, surprise, you've got the word dream as well. Group 3, you do as well. Now what I want you to do to find the voice of Martin Luther King, and let me give you a tip, he comes from down here in his pelvis. He doesn't come from here, he comes from down here. So I want to see if you can find that on the word dream. So group 2, you're going to see if you can pitch out the word dream better than group 1. Group 3, you're going to see if you can pitch out the word dream better than group 2. We're going to see if we can get this rhythm happening. Then we'll go into, you've got freedom ring. Group 2 is going to pick up freedom ring and do even more. Group 3, freedom ring. And then the last part, I get to do a bit. And then free at last, free at last, free at last. See if we can really build to that crescendo so that you can experience the spine-tingling sensation of great voice. All right. You're going to have to do this standing up, by the way. Everyone up. Now indulge me in this, right? Martin Luther King did not stand up there and say, I say to you today, my friends, I have a dream, right? Let's really go for it. I want you to experience the impact of voice. So if you're standing there with your arms crossed, undo them, because you've got to really get it. Yeah, that's it. I can see you all right. Ready? Group 1, no cheating. Off you go. I say to you. Okay, stop. What? That's not Martin Luther King. All right, let's all do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. I say to you. That's better. You guys can do better than that. Go, group 2. 3. That's better. 1 day. Come on, you guys, go better. Good. Okay, now pick it up. Let freedom ring. Go. Go, group 2. Go, group 3. Woo! Go. Yes. When we let freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to sing together in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Go! You! Thank you. I have this dream to work with your members to make them sound more inspiring. Book me and let's get the world changed with inspiring speaking. Thank you.